Right, we have the ABS light on in the vehicle. Let's scan it for codes. Originally it came in with a front left wheel sensor. Had been replaced, and they've replaced the bearing as well. So new sensor, new bearing, we still had the front left wheel code. As you can see here, we've now got 4 codes there. The original front left, front right, and the 2 rear ones. Left rear, front left, front right, and rear right. We've got input signal missing on rear right, rear left, and front left. Front right just says input on the circuit. Okay. Input. Input. What I'm going to do, I'm going to graph the front too. I move the bearing now, the wheel. You can see we're getting a display on the front right every time I move the wheel. Just spin the camera around, let you see. That's all we're doing. It's a bit dark. Let's get a torch. We're moving that. If I pan back to the camera, we're always moving it. And we'll try the front left. And you can see we've got a signal out of both of them there, which is good. Plugged into number 1. That's the sensor plugged in. I'm going to unplug it. And that's gone from 1173 to 12.7, so nearly 0.4 of a volt we've got there. We'll get back in. To 11.7. If we rotate this, see it dropping down to 1142. Moving. So how can we check that that's working? You can see it moving with a voltage. We need to graph that. If we look on big scanner, we're moving now, you can see it moving. we're getting the readings. How can we correspond them to this movement on the voltmeter? Oh, happy scanner. Well, what we've got to do is, if we go into the lab scope, here we are, set down to 1 volt. With AC coupled, that's to get rid of the DC volt, because remember it was reading 11.5 volts, and we've thrown a filter in as well, so they call the hash out. If I take the filter out, you can see it looks quite hashy on the screen, yeah? And what we'll do, put the filter back on, and then move the wheel. See a few squares appearing. Yeah. This is it reading the magnet. What we're going to do to show you that is start the vehicle up and have it run in gear, spinning this wheel. A bit noisy, but you'll see what I mean. You can see the square wave pattern of that sensor working. That's the problem with that. As we increase the speed, you see more of them on the screen. Let's show you the type of wheel ABS sensor wheel bearing that we're testing at the minute. And it's a magnetic sensor that has a ring of magnets around it with north and south on each magnet individually. To show you that, here's a wheel bearing. One side of it has the magnet. Take the magnet off, there's your wheel bearings inside. Your magnetic ring. Now we'll show you the magnets inside that. There's a torch with a magnet on it. See the ring around the outside of the torch. Obviously that works fine. If we take some paper with some iron filings in it, put a torch behind it, you get the pattern of the magnet ring on the torch. As you move it about, you can see it. We'll do the same principle with our bearing. If we take that, place it against, you see an immediate pattern behind it. A bit hard to see, but there you go. Try it again, just clean that off. Try it again. Yeah, nice sharp pattern. You can see each individual. If we put it in the middle of that one, there's another ring. You can see all the magnets in there. If any of them were damaged or broken, wouldn't have a nice pattern. So that's what we're looking for. We've got another sensor that's going to read that. That's a pulse generating, ABS pulse generating ring. We've got a picture here of the two different types, the conventional and the normal. Have a look here. There's your R-type, which has got the pulse around it, a load of magnets, and there's a conventional where you've got a cog with teeth on it. Okay, we're testing this one here. Here we have scan data and the scope data running at the same time. I'll just reset that to show you. Now as I move the wheel by hand, what we're going to do, we're going to put it in here. Here you can see it. Go up again. So let's have a look on the scope. What you can see is the yellow trace is on the live feed with AC coupling on the 2-volt scale. And the green feed is on the battery voltage. So we'll just, and we've got a 50 millisecond sweep. So what we're going to do now is rotate the wheel, start the car up and rotate the wheel, and you'll see the waveform. You can see, compared to the other one, it's not very even at all, very broken up. Not a good picture or a good waveform. You look down at the wheel, you have the wheel spinning away, generated and we're plugged in on the sensor. Right, so let's end this diagnostic on this wheel bearing ABS sensor. Here's a picture of the good one again. Best way to view this is to zoom out. You can see a nice even repetition across the screen. Nice good pattern there. If we look at the bad one, as you can see in the bad one, there's a lot of them missing. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the screen. So if you play the movie, and this is why the ABS light's always coming on. We play the movie on the good one. It's a whole different picture. Thank you.